What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure you let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, I love, including my daily $15 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Decent day with the Wraparound yesterday. Made some money, found some nice plus money winners. We're going to get right back to it here. Got a 5-game NHL card on the board. Let's not waste any time getting into today's action. I got places to be. You guys know the drill. You ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game takes us to the Wells Fargo Center where the Philadelphia Flyers take on the Carolina Hurricanes. And, don't get me wrong. This Carolina Hurricanes team has still been playing extremely well as of late. They've won back-to-back home games, 7 of their last 10. But if you go back out into their little recent road trip that they went on out in sort of into the Midwest and West Coast, they dropped 2 of 3. They lost to Colorado and Utah. They did get a nice win in Vegas, but still not necessarily the most consistent road team out there right now. And while the Philadelphia Flyers are still a team with a losing record, still losing record at home, they've been a lot more competitive in recent weeks, over the last couple weeks. Wins over Tampa Bay, Ottawa on the road. They took Florida to a shootout. They even got wins over Buffalo and a 1-goal loss to Colorado at home last time out. I think they can be competitive here against Carolina as well. Sure, Philadelphia lost that game 6-4 when these two teams first met on November 5th this season. But if you look, that game was only a 2-goal game because of an empty netter with 3 seconds to go by Seth Jarvis for the Carolina Hurricanes. And if that goal wasn't scored, that would have been Philadelphia's 8th puck line cover of the plus 1.5 in the last 9 meetings between these two teams. A lot of the recent meetings between the two have either been Flyers outright victory or, more often than not, a Carolina Hurricanes 1-goal win. So I think it's worth taking a shot here on the Philadelphia Flyers plus the 1.5, as well as sprinkling a little bit on the money line at plus 185. Now we head to the Scotiabank Arena where the Toronto Maple Leafs take on the Vegas Golden Knights. And this is a tricky matchup because you have two of the better NHL teams out there. But that being said, I think the way to look here in this game is to take the over 6. Because head-to-head, when you look at these two teams over the last couple seasons, even though they only meet twice a year, more often than not, we are seeing goals in bunches. The two meetings last year saw a combined 18 goals between the two teams. Toronto has won back-to-back games by a final score of 4-3. Vegas, they lost 5-2 to Washington at home last time out, and they've been able to score goals left and right. And while I do like the Vegas Golden Knights, they've been more susceptible to giving up goals on the road this season. So I'm going to go with the over 6 in this one. I think we have an entertaining back-and-forth matchup with a lot of lighting the lamp in this one. Next, we head to the American Airlines Center where the Dallas Stars take on the San Jose Sharks. And don't adjust your sets. This is the line for this game. As you got the Dallas Stars, rightfully a heavy favorite on paper. But historically, this price is not one that you definitely want to jump on. Because, sure, you look at the Dallas Stars in some of their recent games. They beat Boston 7-2, Pittsburgh 7-1. But they also took a loss at home to the Anaheim Ducks last time out as minus 426 favorites. Last time they played Minnesota on the road, I'm not saying Minnesota and San Jose are on the same level, but I'm just saying for context, they only beat the Wild on the road 2-1. And while they are 7-2 and San Jose is 2-6-3 on the road, you look at the most recent road trip for the San Jose Sharks, it's been one of the most competitive stretches of hockey that the San Jose Sharks have played in recent memory, either winning outright like they did against the New Jersey Devils or losing by 1 goal to the Penguins, Rangers, and Flyers. I think that there's some value here. I think it's worth at least taking a shot. Would it surprise anybody if the Dallas Stars win this game? Absolutely not. And at minus 525, they should be disappointed if they don't. But from a value perspective, and I know people roast me, the Sharks aren't beating the Stars. Look, I'm taking a shot based on value here, okay? To have a shot at plus 390 to make 4 times your money on one game, even getting plus money with the 1-goal loss or the plus 1.5 head start, just given the run that the Sharks have been on, it's worth looking at. You're getting a decent price on plus 2.5 as well. So I'm going to take the Sharks here across the board, plus 2.5, 1.5, and I'll sprinkle a little bit on the money line at plus 390. Now we head to Climate Pledge Arena where the Seattle Kraken take on the Nashville Predators. And while Nashville did a good job to get the win last out in their last matchup, it's going to take more than one win over the bet list for me. This is a Nashville team that is still one of the most disappointing teams in the NHL to this point. They're also just 2-7 on the road this season. The Seattle Kraken have been doing a good job winning games at home. You know, this is the final game of their 6-game homestand before they head out on the road for a little bit, but still, the only loss against the New York Rangers, and you've beaten some decent teams at home like Vegas and the Islanders, also wins over Chicago and Columbus. I think that the Predators are simply getting this price because they're quote-unquote due. I'm not buying it. I'm going to take the Seattle Kraken in this one on the money line. It's a lean, but I think that the Kraken can get the job done. This is a shot on the Kraken, purely based on the value here. Our final game on Wednesday's card takes us to the Crypto.com arena where the Los Angeles Kings take on the Buffalo Sabres. And this is a tricky one because, you know, the Buffalo Sabres definitely have a shot to be able to pull off some value here. I mean, keep in mind, this is a Sabres team that at the beginning of the month was competitive against Detroit on the road. They beat the New York Rangers 6-1 in a beatdown on the road as well. But they're still just 2-4-1 on the road this season. Now you go to LA to take on a Kings team that's 5-1-1 at home. We just saw the Buffalo Sabres get their teeth kicked in by the Philadelphia Flyers. And the Kings, like I said, are starting to play well on home ice, you know. And they've beaten some tough teams. They beat the Red Wings. They beat the Golden Knights back at the end of October. They've beaten the Columbus Blue Jackets. I think this is a Los Angeles team that's going to start to pick up some steam. And like I said, it's just a matter of the Sabres just being far too inconsistent, especially from a goaltending perspective, for my liking. So I'm going to lean towards the Kings here at minus 160 to round things up. But I think there are still much better games on the board. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure you let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $15 best bet, head to pickdawgz.com. Click the premium picks tab at the top of the page. And remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for an additional 15% off your purchase. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys.